Alright guys, so I'm just going to do a how to raise a character. For those who are just new or starting the game, don't know how to do that. How to get characters geared up. So first of all, you want to buy 4 copies of the armor. Unless they're like an event character, you get 2 copies. But for story characters like Saz, you want to buy 4. And then you can't buy the next tier until you MLB this one, so I'll show you that in a second. The next thing to do is to pick up a Bloomstone, which is their additional ability, or AA. It's also known as the Crystal 65 ability. So pick it up for the characters that you guys will use, but don't use it for every character because you will run out of resources that way. Because it's not too plentiful. I've been playing every day for, over 2 years, and I only have 15 extra. So you don't get too many. We have the stuff to MLB, which is max limit break right now. So let's go ahead and do that. So you go over here to refine. And I'll do the bloom first because it's easy. So you just hit confirm, you hit max. It only uses up 60 of these resources. That's how you MLB the bloom. And then what this does is gives you passive for the C65. So you get another use here, as you see. And the duration of the C65 or AA ability is increased by 2 turn duration. So now he's done. There's nothing more you do with that. You can't sell these. They're just stuck here. Next we'll do the armor that I just bought. So this is 35 CP armor. You can see number here, 35. So again, you need 3 copies to MLB it. 4 total because 1 is the base. So you need to get 4 total, but 3 for each break. And then you could hit auto if you want. I'm just gonna use my my 4-star orbs because you get so many from co-ops and stuff. So I'll save these higher tier orbs. So the best way to get this is you do co-ops, you get a ton of orbs, and that's the best way. What's gonna happen is it turns to MLB and you get the passives for your character. So you see it says automatically locked, which is fine, but I'm gonna unlock it. You can actually sell it because we're gonna need the next tier of armor right now. So that one we don't need. And the passive is automatically unlocked forever on the character. So you'll equip that. I'll show you what I mean in a second. But let's go ahead and buy that secondary armor for Saz. This is the 90 CP armor here. Secondary tier, you can see that 90 CP number right over here. These are the passives, which is automatically equipped if you're equipping the armor itself. So we're gonna buy 4 of these again. The reason is because I want to max them out, but you also need to MLB the armor if you want to realize the armor. So realizing is another tier. Alright, so let's go ahead and move into realizing. I may have to buy his weapon in a second as well, because I'm not sure if I have his weapon passives. So let's go ahead and do his armor for now. Apply the orbs. Apply the fodder. Hit yes. Okay, you can see it's MLB now, and we do have the passives unlocked. And now you'll notice it says realizable, and what this means is it goes an additional tier. And you can check what that is if you hold down the long click, you hit realization. Basically, you get more stats, you get a different passive as well. So we're gonna do that for Saz because he gets more attack, which is always good. And to realize, you're gonna need 1 book. Doesn't matter if that's a weapon or it's an armor. It's always gonna need 1 book, either red or blue, to realize that particular equipment. So you can't use orbs right now. Confirm first. Wait till it's realized, and then you can apply orbs. So once you realize it, your armor resets to level 1. And we do have to level it up once again. So I am going to MLB or purple the armor. And to do this, we go over to limit break. And it uses up ingots. The infamous ingots. It's the same as red ingots for weapons. It uses 1 ingot per tier. And it uses up a lot of orbs. It's like 950 orbs. 916 orbs to max them out, which is a lot, especially if you're just starting out on the game. You probably won't even have these ingots, but they do come with checkerboard missions, with chaos quests, entropy. So you will get them along the way. But I'm just showing you how to max them out once you do get those materials. So now he is purple, he's ready to go. The passive is unlocked, the level is maxed. And what it does is unlocks the sphere slot for your character. But realistically, you're not going to need to fiddle with spheres for your characters. They're just extra bonuses to min-max. It's not super necessary to max them out. Okay, so I'm just going to check on my saws right now. The other thing to do is to max them out crystal levels, but everybody I have is already maxed out at crystal level 70. So to do that, you would just find saws, so like here, and just scroll all the way down to the last one, and you can unlock him to crystal level 70. Now you're not going to have any crystals once you're starting out. So the way to get crystals is Mog's Gym. Come over here to the event tab, scroll down, and you'll see Mog's Gym, Novice, and Intermediate. They're very simple quests. You do these and you'll get all these tokens, and with these tokens you press this button right over here, and then you'll see a bunch of crystals, so you can buy what you're missing just from clearing it the first time. So it should give you enough to crystal 70 one character from each color, I believe, and you can use your tokens to buy more. So that's how you get crystals. So that's how you can purple your saws that you just pulled. So now the next step is I have to go check on the weapons or saws, and you hit auto. So there's that purple armor that we just equipped, the EX weapon that I have, and I do not have his 35 CP weapon. So what we're going to do is go over to the weapon token, do weapon tokens. And again, if you're starting out, you probably don't have any, if at all, tokens, but you'll get them over time through Chocobo mission quests and logging in. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and find saws again. And there's a really neat quality of life here where all the red check boxes are passives that you have unlocked for the character. That means the weapon's already maxed out. You could have sold the weapon, but you still keep the passive on the character that you can equip later on. So I'm gonna buy one of these. You should only buy one copy and use power stones to MLB the weapon, because if you buy 4 copies, let's say I buy 4 of these, that's 100 tokens, and I'm gonna be pretty much out of tokens. So just buy one copy of that and the 15 CP if you're missing that, and then you can use power stones to max them out. So let's go ahead and use power stones. So we have 2 weapons to max out. One is his 15 CP, so here it is. You see he's level 25 with 1 star over here. If you do this, it goes up to 2 star. So we're missing 1, but I'm just gonna power stone it. Don't make this mistake and click this, his 35 CP, because it's not gonna limit break it. You see it's not there, you're just gonna waste it. Some players have done that in the past, so careful. That's why people lock their weapons, but you can just take a look at the limit break word, and it helps you guys sort weapons pretty easily. So I'm going to use power stones. It's 4 power stones for 1 orb or 1 tier of limit break. We use orbs to MLB the weapon. Hit yes. And the weapon is finally max out or MLB. Now we got 2 more to do. Okay, here it is. Let's go ahead and limit break this. Max is going to take 12. Max him out with some power orbs. Proceed, yes, yes, yes. Okay, weapon is MLB. And the last step is to MLB the EX weapon. And I'll show you guys what to do with those old weapons that you just MLB, the 35 CP and the 15 CP. I'll show you what to do because you don't have to keep them around. The character can't equip those weapons because you can only equip 1 weapon, obviously. So what you do is you actually sell the weapon. But first, let's go ahead and max out the EX weapon. And I'll show you guys how to realize the weapon again and how to get a purple weapon. So we've MLB'd the base EX weapon. And the next step is to realize the weapon. You can see all these realizable weapons. It will only say realizable once you MLB an EX weapon, and the character has to be released. So someone like Vivi is not released right now, so you won't see the words on his EX weapon if you have it. Let's go over the size. He's going to take 1 red book this time, not blue. And again, you can't use orbs until after you realize the weapon. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is going to reset the weapon to level 1. You can see it's level 1 right here. So we're just going to enhance it. We're going to limit break it. It's going to take 3 ingots to max out the orbs again. And then you can add your power orbs to MLB and get a purple weapon. And again, you're not going to have many ingots once you're starting out. You get ingots from doing entropy, from doing chaos, and from doing login from chocobo missions. So you're not going to get many ingots when you're starting out. I do have a lot because I've been saving them for a long time, but when you're starting out, you're not going to have many. These passives are all unlocked for him. They're all permanent and they're all equipped automatically if you're equipping the weapon. And you unlock a sphere for him, which is his sphere right here. So when dealing critical hit, raises party attack by 5% for 6 turns. It's a sphere that's unlocked, but because we didn't equip it yet, the sphere is no good. But I don't recommend equipping spheres just yet, because once you equip them, you can't take them out of a character until much later on, until we get items that do that. But they're very limited, so I would just steer clear of that until you know what you're doing. We have his weapons MLB. What I'm going to do is go equip them on the character. And then lastly, we'll go back and sell the weapons that we equipped. So again, once again, hit auto. And what this does is it equips all the passives for you. If you go over to equipment, these are all the weapon passives that we got from MLBing the weapon. So you can see this is the base EX weapon. All the passives are unlocked and he's equipping them, which is very good. Make sure they're all equipped. You should have a CP if you maxed out his armor. And obviously we have no artifacts for him. Right here, you do need to farm artifacts. Usually just grab like attack 108 on characters and you'll be fine. You need 3 of them. Equip 3 108s. Unless they're support characters, obviously. And then board passes are going to be from summon boards and character boards. And that's going to be a different video if I get around to making that. But our size is ready to go. The sphere slots I can show you guys. So again, this is the D slot that we just unlocked. You can see the D sphere that he has, but I'm not going to add it to the character because I think it's a waste right now. I don't think it's needed or necessary. So I'm going to leave my son sphereless. But he has 0 boards, he has 0 character boards. Definitely need to hop on and farm him up. So he's not done per se, but he is done in terms of weapons and armors and passives. Now the last step, after you've done all of this limit breaking, is to go back and sell the old weapons or power stones. So you can sell, first you gotta unlock the weapon. So you can see this is his 15 CP weapon. It went up to 30 CP because every limit break is 5 CP. So we're just gonna queue that up to be sold. So hit next. And this is very important. Make sure that the check marks are here before you sell the weapon. That means the passive is unlocked and you're good to go. If it's not there, do not sell the weapon. Do not sell unless it's there. And what happens is you'll get 4 power stones back from an MLB weapon. So obviously it costs 12 to MLB from 0, but you only get back 4, so it's a net loss. But you still get something out of it. You get 1/3 of the cost, so it's still worth it to do that. So here's my 8 power stones I got from selling the weapon, and now I have 114. But that's how you save power stones. It is a nice trick. But anyway, that is how you limit break weapons. Hope you guys enjoyed the guide. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.